Okay, so this video is for anybody who knows Elementor. Elementor Pro specifically is building slightly more complex websites, stuff that AI can't really easily replicate. And you understand what's going on with this transition from V3 to V4, because possibly like me, you're sort of underwhelmed and maybe even a little annoyed that V4 is not living up to the hype. And I guess that's just social media pretty much everywhere. Lots of hype and a tremendous amount of underwhelm for these things that aren't really ready, as they say, for production. And I'm not alone. You can look on GitHub. You can watch YouTube videos. So be that as it may, my frustration is still even more so with the V3 widgets, because now with this transition, it feels like us paying customers have to suffer with these little gremlins that are creeping up everywhere that are just making Elementor even more frustrating than it usually is. Now, don't get me wrong, I really do like Elementor. I've been using it for many years. I've invested heavily in learning it, and I got paying customers. I got sites that I like, that I'm proud of, that I like being out there. So this is quite tough to even be considering, but at this point now where they are transitioning and there is going to be this new learning curve, I've decided to go and see what else is out there. I've had a look at pretty much everything that I think is half decent in this space, and there are a couple of business reasons for me having chosen Elementor and the WordPress stack to begin with. So nothing out there gave me any confidence that I would move to the away from WordPress and Elementor. But I'm now considering what other page builders are out there, and that's really what this video is about. I have come across Bricks again. I looked at it very briefly and wasn't totally excited about it, but it seems to have come a long way, and I almost feel like this is where Elementor wants to get to, which is interesting. But my approach has been to use their trial and see how easy it was without going through any tutorials, just looking at the builder and seeing how much I could work out based on what I know about Elementor Pro. And I gotta say, this is a live client site. It's a landing page. Well, there's just 2 pages, but I've started building out exactly the same site on Bricks. And I mean, with a little bit of hack, a couple of hours kind of getting my head around a few little things, because obviously it's all, in different places. I'm pretty happy with the decision to pursue this further. So I'm not here advocating for Bricks just yet, don't get me wrong, but it seems like a really, really good starting point to pursue further. So that's what I am going to be doing. I'm going to see if I can just build out this entire web page. And what I like about it is there's very little CSS, there's no additional plugins, anything like that. It's fairly clean, it's mobile responsive, and as I say, it's client facing. The only CSS is these little pop-ups here. So I'm going to see how far I can get and what it is like to build this exact page out in Bricks, and then we'll see how we go. Maybe there's a few things that are lacking in Bricks that I just can't live without. But I think this is a really good time to look at what other options there are out there, because I just can't bear to spend another 6 months or however long it takes Elementor to sort V4 out and, not make life difficult for us paying customers along the way. Okay, let's see how that goes.